night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Maryland's offense will get the first possession of the game. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some enjoyment. And something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
A late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. They'll give it to the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds his tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys. He couldn't do it. So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one.
Turning it on! Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air, it's Randall. Fires left. He's got an open man. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Short hands, it's James. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. He breaks a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Slams ahead. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Unleashes to the end zone. Punts it out of the air. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down to the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yet, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference, but now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Here's a heat. And down he goes back with the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Using his feet. Breaks into the open. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7th. Time to take a shot. Slams it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Tell you what, that's a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Pulls it in down the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Complete on the comeback. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Terrapins are marching down the field. Off play action on first down. Throwing right. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Randall. Finds his man in the middle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for room. It's Spillman. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front.
He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride at the 15. And the runner is down, and so is the flag.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. On the move at the 30. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Defensively, in these situations, when it's such long yardage situations, I'm going to be very, very conservative. I'm going to drop guys really, really deep. If you want to run the football, you can have at it. Now, ideally, you don't want to give up that many yards, but you still didn't give up a first down, so it's still successful.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And there he is again, another sack, channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes, man. The guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that record.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So here comes the Michigan offense. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Finds a crease at the 20. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the gun. Give on the inside. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the defense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Nice move there. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Akbar. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
At the 36. And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Terrapins are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Pulls it in. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Well, when you're... has already been sacked 4 times. Shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back open in the middle. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Terrapins line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Pressure coming. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Dropping back, it's Randall. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Rushes on him. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Throwing on the run. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Give to the running back. Stop right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Ann Arbor. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Randall. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. It's James. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Spillman. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And Obviously, this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have a nightmare.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double check. Make sure.
Ready up.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. He's looking to pass. He wants it all. It's incomplete and nearly intercepted in the end zone. You get the ball that close, you cannot put it in harm's way. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1 yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has been the story of the night. The offensive line getting beat up. And this is why this team is losing. You got to protect your quarterback. This defense has had a field day.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Moving past the 25. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The Terrapins backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. It's a draw. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things.
Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup. And the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Off the play fake on first down. Caught on the outside. It's sacked. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Complete in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not... Pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
And the Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off play action. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of record offense can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats? So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this fourth quarter. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Absolutely center cut. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just feeds the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Power football with the run. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Beebe. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Finds his big tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Using the quick game. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Terrapins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Reads it, fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Trying play action. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Turning it on! Gets away from one. He's got space. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. To the ground with the back. Got the first down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee.